In an era when empires were forged and destroyed through war, ambition, and relentless conquest, one empire distinguished itself through something far more powerful than the sword: justice. Across vast lands stretching from North Africa to Eastern Europe, from Arabia to the Balkans, numerous states, both small principalities and major regions, chose to place themselves under Ottoman rule willingly. Their decision was not driven by fear, but by trust in a system of governance unlike anything the region had previously experienced. Even today, historians continue to debate how the Ottoman Empire succeeded in uniting peoples of different religions, languages, and cultures under one political authority for centuries. The answer lies at the heart of Ottoman governance: its commitment to law, fairness, and order. Historical records reveal that villages threatened by rival tribes, feudal lords, or corrupt local rulers frequently sent envoys to Ottoman frontier commanders, requesting incorporation into the Sultan's domain. These delegations did not seek protection out of desperation alone. They came with confidence that under Ottoman administration, their lives, property, and religious practices would be protected. This reality often contrasts sharply with modern portrayals of empire, yet the evidence consistently shows that justice was a central pillar of Ottoman expansion. As the empire expanded during the 14th and 15th centuries, its rulers developed a legal system that carefully combined Islamic law, established local customs, and imperial regulations. This balanced approach produced a flexible and inclusive legal framework capable of governing highly diverse societies. Whether a Christian farmer in the Balkans, a Jewish trader in Thessaloniki, or a Muslim artisan in Anatolia, all could expect equal treatment before the law. Ottoman judges, known as qadis, were strictly forbidden from favoritism. Sultans repeatedly declared that justice was the foundation of state authority, and officials who violated this principle faced harsh punishment. In regions long plagued by corruption and arbitrary rule, this system was nothing short of revolutionary. When Ottoman forces entered cities such as Sarajevo, Belgrade, or Damascus, many local inhabitants greeted them not with resistance, but with relief. Under previous regimes, peasants were often burdened with overlapping taxes imposed by landlords, religious authorities, and warlords. Ottoman rule replaced this chaos with standardized and regulated taxation. People knew exactly how much they owed and to whom. This predictability brought stability, and stability allowed prosperity to take root. Accounts from European travelers in the 16th century describe Ottoman cities filled with vibrant markets, safeguarded by strict laws against theft, fraud, and price manipulation. Caravanserais, roadside inns, provided free lodging and food to travelers regardless of faith or origin. Roads, bridges, and public infrastructure were maintained through state funds. Remarkably, even the poorest individuals had the legal right to take wealthy officials to court, and many succeeded. Such outcomes astonished foreign observers accustomed to rigid class hierarchies and unequal legal systems. Justice was not merely a moral ideal within the empire, it was a deliberate strategy. Ottoman leaders understood that loyalty secured through fairness was far more enduring than loyalty imposed by force. In frontier regions facing external threats, local rulers and communities sometimes voluntarily pledged allegiance to the Ottoman Sultan. They sought not only military protection, but relief from internal disorder. Over time, the empire's reputation became so strong that Ottoman rule came to symbolize order, predictability, and relative peace. This reputation extended beyond administration into religious life. The Ottomans allowed religious communities to maintain their own schools, courts, and places of worship. Conversion was never forced. Through the millet system, religious groups were granted autonomy over personal and communal affairs. In an age when religious persecution dominated much of Europe, this level of tolerance was exceptional. The empire became a living mosaic of cultures coexisting under a single imperial structure. When the Ottomans expanded into the Middle East, many Arab cities welcomed their arrival as a relief from Mamluk violence and excessive taxation. After entering Cairo in 1517, Ottoman authorities stabilized grain prices and restored order to local markets. In the holy cities of Mecca and Medina, the sultans financed major renovations, repaired wells, built rest stations for pilgrims, and secured pilgrimage routes. These regions had long suffered from tribal raids, and Ottoman control finally brought lasting stability.